flag in left center, being performed tonight by George Hoffman.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All righty, great job, George. Thank you.
The 2024 Strasburg Express are back on the air for Game 2 of our doubleheader as the Express hosts the Woodstock River Bandits. Strasburg coming off of a dominant Game 1 victory, and they will look to continue that into Game 2 here. Strasburg also riding an 8-game winning streak. As Wesley Jones gets the baseball, he'll do the starting pitching tonight for the Express. Wesley, 6'4" righty out of the University of North Carolina, Charlotte, from Matthews, North Carolina. And the lineup he will face for the Woodstock River Bandits, leading off and playing second base, it's Luke Keister. Batting second is Preston Joy, the shortstop. Batting third, the designated hitter, Jackson Cherry. Batting fourth, Ryan Wilson, the first baseman. Batting fifth and playing left, it's Logan Duffy. Batting sixth is Ryan Zuckerman, the third baseman. Batting seventh, Michael Dobkowski, the right fielder. Batting eighth and doing the catching for Woodstock is Drake Bicknell. And batting ninth and playing center field, it's Ace Williamson. Again, it's still hot here in Strasburg, and as you can tell, there's still some lag issues going on with our stream, so we are going to try to have video here in Game 2, but we have to apologize for any lagging that may occur throughout the game as we get ready for Game 2 of this doubleheader here on the 21st of June in 2024. Woodstock's Luke Keister out of Shenandoah will step up and prepare to start this game off here for the Woodstock River Bandits. Thank you for joining us if you're watching on Facebook or on YouTube. Game 2 about to get started as Wesley Jones kicks and deals. First pitch of the game is up high for ball one. And we get started at 7:39 here in Game 2. Again, the first one only went 5.5 innings due to the mercy rule. 1-0, and that's popped up. Shallow right field. Coming in is the right fielder Castillo to make the catch. And there's one out here in the the top of the first.
The shortstop, number 10, Preston Joy.
Strasburg victorious in game 1, 14-4. Here's Preston Joy. Joy takes a strike. Joy, the shortstop for the River Bandits, out of Mercer. Pitch misses, 1-1. Other final score, Winchester defeated Purcellville 10-3. So the Cannons are riding high. They've lost a good bit of games recently. That pitch is in there for a strike. It's 1-2. Lost to Strasburg a couple of times. They lost to Front Royal, Winchester. They did beat Newmarket the other night. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Preston Joy. Jones kicks and deals. The 1-2 is low, 2-2. Defense for Strasburg here in game 2. Prieto's in left, Rodriguez is in center, and Castillo's in right. Velasquez at third, La Sala at short, Biakina at second, Ingram at first, and Garcia is doing the catching. 2-2 the count, and the pitch. Swing and a foul back. It's still 2-2. River Bandits coming into this second game, 2 games under 500 at 8-10. Joy, another foul ball off the plate. Two balls and 2 strikes. And the pitch. And that misses, 3-2. Three-two, and strike 3 called. He punched him out looking, and there are 2 outs here in the first inning.
Now batting the DH, number 8, Jackson Jerry.
Swing and a miss to Jackson Cherry, who has hit a home run in his first 2 games as a member of the River Bandits. The count's 0-1. And strike 2. Oh, and 2 the count to Jackson Cherry from Mercer. Wesley Jones looks in. Here's the pitch. Swing and a high fly ball. It's pretty well hit. Going back as a center fielder towards the wall, and it's gone. And Cherry has done it again. Home run to the deepest part of the park and an 0-2 count. Jackson Cherry, 3 home runs in 3 games, and it's 1-0 Woodstock here in the first. Had Cherry behind 0-2, and he got a pitch to his liking and hit it to the deepest part of the park here in First Bank Park to make it 1-0 Woodstock. So here's Ryan Wilson, the first baseman. Wilson takes low, 1-0. Ryan out of Middle Georgia College from McDonough, Georgia. 6'1" righty, 205. One-0. Breaking ball high, 2-0. Brendan Callanan is on the mound for the River Bandits, hoping his offense can give him some more run support. Already up 1-0 are the River Bandits. 2-0. Inside, and that hit Wilson. And a base runner reaches here after the home run.
left fielder number 15, Logan Duffy.
So 2 outs here in the first, 1-0 Woodstock, a home run and a hit by pitch, and here's Logan Duffy, the left fielder. Jones sets at the belt, and he delivers. Breaking ball in the dirt, 1-0. One ball, no strikes to Duffy. And that's a low, 2-0. Time is called, and Phil Betterly, Strasburg's pitching coach, is going to come out and talk to Jones. And while he does that, we'll take a quick timeout. After the meeting at the mound, Jones fires just off the plate and outside. The count is now 3-0 to Logan Duffy. And fastball down the middle for a strike, 3-1. River Bandits off to a good start here in this second game after a very, very frustrating game one where they got crushed 14-4 in 5 innings in a 7-inning game. 3 balls and a strike to the Woodstock left fielder. Wilson at first, the kick and the pitch. Ball 4. And that is the second free pass of the inning, a hit by pitch, and now a walk.
Third baseman number 29, Ryan Zuckerman.
And here's Ryan Zuckerman. Zuckerman gets the start here in game 2. And he takes a strike. It's 0-1. He was a DH in game 1. He's playing third base here in game 2. Zuckerman out of the University of Pittsburgh. One of the top freshman players in the ACC this year. 0-1. And he pops one up, shallow right center. Coming in is Castillo. Says he has it. He makes the catch. And the inning is over. But Jackson Cherry has struck again, a solo home run by the River Bandits DH, his third in now 3 games. We head to the bottom of the first. Strasburg trailing 1-0. Brendan Callanan on the mound for the River Bandits when we return on the Express Baseball Network. We go to the bottom of the first. Strasburg trailing 1-0, trying to keep their run-scored streak alive. And they will face Brennan Callanan for the River Bandits, who works from the stretch. Diego Velasquez is the leadoff man. It fouls it away. It's 0-1. Oh and 1 to Diego Velasquez. Fastball down the middle. Strike 2. Velasquez out of the University of New Orleans from Pharr, Texas, 5'10", righty, 170. 0-2 the count. And strike 3 called. Right down the middle. And that's the first out here in the first.
From San Jack College, number 9, Eddie Castillo.
There comes Eddie Castillo. So you look in the lineup. No Kyle Edwards here in this game. We've been growing used to him leading off with a base hit. Here's Castillo. He's got great power. He's shown it off the last few nights. Eddie Castillo takes a strike. It's 0-1. Castillo playing right and batting second here tonight in Game 2 for the Express. Callanan deals. Swing and a miss. Breaking ball way out in front of it, 0-2. Oh and 2. Callanan deals. Swing and a little blooper into center. Coming in is Ace Williamson, and he'll get there and make the catch. And there are 2 outs here in the first.
The batter is the DH from Ole Miss, number 48, Connor Chisholm.
I bring up Connor Chisholm, the DH. Chisholm trying to keep this inning moving for the Express. Callanan sets and deals, and fastball in there. He is just peppering the strike zone right now, 0-1. He's not messing around in the slightest. 0-1. Swing and a pop-up down the left field line, moving towards the left, and off the glove, it's going to be a foul ball. It's called a foul ball. Trying to get there was Duffy. He was running towards the line. It went off his glove as he tried to get there, and it's called foul, and it's 0-2. Taking away possible extra bases from Chisholm. Defense tonight behind Callanan here in Game 2 for Woodstock. Duffy's in left, Williamson's in center. And Dubkowski's in right, Zuckerman at third, Joy at short, Keister at second, Wilson at first, and Bicknell doing the catching. 0-2. And that is just off the plate, 1-2. Woodstock 1-0 here. We play in the bottom of the first. 1-2 is a chopper back to the mound, and this is going to end the Express scoring streak. It ends at 16 consecutive innings. Strasburg goes 1-2-3 here in the bottom of the first. We're through 1 and off to the second. Woodstock River Bandits 1, Strasburg Express 0. We're back in just a moment here on the Express Baseball Network. We go to the top of the second. Michael Dobkowski leads it off for the River Bandits. First pitch to Dobkowski is a strike, and it's 0-1. It'll be Michael Dobkowski, Drake Bicknell, and Ace Williamson here for the River Bandits in the top of the second. The lefty Dobkowski waits, and he grounds one to the right side. Fielded by Chase Ingram. He will toss to the pitcher, covering, throw to first just in time. Bang, bang play there. Ingram tossing it to the pitcher, covering. And that is the second out here, the first out here in the second.
Now batting catcher number 2, Drake Bicknell.
Great play overall there between Jones and Ingram. Here's the catcher, Drake Bicknell. And he swings and fouls one back off Garcia, 0-1. Bicknell no, don't have him listed on this roster for some reason. There he is. He's listed as a pitcher out of the University of the Pacific. One out, top of the second. The pitch. Slider misses low, 1-1. One ball, one strike, one out. Fastball high, 2-1. Scores around the league. Front Royal leading Newmarket 1-0, top of the second. Stanton leading Waynesboro 1-0, bottom 2. Charlottesville all over Harrisonburg 7-1, bottom 2. Culpeper leading Covington 2-0, bottom 3. And a final today, Winchester beat Purcellville 10-3, 2-1. And that misses to Bicknell, 3-1 with Ace Williamson on deck. Three balls and a strike. We've already seen one walk and a hit by a pitch, coughed up by Jones through an inning and a third. And strike 2 called. Just got a piece of the outside corner, 3-2. .31st pitch of the outing is inside, ball 4. And Bicknell draws the walk. And it brings up Ace Williamson, the center fielder.
Ace Williamson.
Williamson bats from the left side, facing the righty Jones here. Ace out of Jacksonville State from Carrollton, Georgia, 6'1" lefty, 175. The pitch. Swing, and that ball is crushed, but foul, way out in front, but it went a long ways, 0-1. Third to first, and back in is Bicknell. Williamson trying to get off the schneid here a bit. Ace does have 6 RBIs. 0-1. Swinging a foul right back, 0-2. Quickly 0-2 to Williamson, the pitch. Swing and a high fly ball. It's pretty well hit. It's backing Castillo up towards the wall, and he reaches up and just makes the catch. Williamson just missing a home run to right field. He got a little bit too much air under it, and it's the second out here in the second inning for Woodstock. Back to the top of the lineup, it'll be Luke Keister, the second baseman. He's 0 for 1 with a fly out to right, his only time up. So Williamson drove it a little bit. Bicknell still at first, and a throw to first, back in safely. Woodstock leading Strasburg 1-0 here, top of the second. Keister awaits the pitch. It's way outside to the backstop. Garcia gets to it and there's no throw. And the second on the wild pitch is Drake Bicknell. So now a base hit, which wouldn't be shocking from a guy like Keister, who's able to put the bat on the ball. Keister hitting .292. Again, Keister's walked 8 times. He's only struck out 3 times the whole season. That is in 47 at-bats, and that hits him. Keister hit by a pitch. And it's first and second now, as it'll bring up Preston Joy, the Woodstock shortstop.
Shortstop, number 10, Preston Joy.
So that's the second man Jones has hit so far here in this game. Can finally feel a little bit of relief. What was the word with the temperature dropping? A little bit of breeze coming up through here. Again, temps expected to be in the high 90s again tomorrow. Woodstock's game against Newmarket in Woodstock's already been moved to 8 p.m. Joy takes a strike. It's 0-1. And I'm hoping for everyone's sake that Strasburg or that Winchester's not home tomorrow night. 0-1 to Preston Joy. He's got a chance to come up with a big knock here early in this game. And he takes outside, 1-1. Preston hitless against Wesley Jones. Overall, he's hitting .333, 22 for 66. No home runs and 6 RBIs. One. Swing and a foul ball, and Jones is a strike away from getting out of this inning. One ball, 2 strikes. Jones taking his time looking in. He comes set. Righty kicks and deals. Swinging a liner into left. It's going to drop for a base hit. And charging, holding the runner at third is Mike Bocock. And the River Bandits have the bases loaded. Second hit of the game.
The DH number 8.
And it brings up Jackson Cherry with the bases loaded and 2 outs. Cherry, a home run his first time up. He hit one in the game 1, and he hit one last night in Winchester. One big swing here could make this thing ugly for the Express and beautiful for the River Bandits. All right, here we go. Rematch from the first inning. Again, Jones had him 0-2, and that's when he hit the home run. Inside, nearly hit him. It's 1-0. Jackson Cherry from Mercer on his way to the Hokies of Virginia Tech. He's shown that he's got some pop. One-0. That misses. 2-0. Two balls and no strikes to the Woodstock DH in the 3-hole, Jackson Cherry. The 2-0. Ball 3. And Jones is a ball away from walking in a run here in the second. Will Cherry let it rip? 3-0. Three balls and no strikes. And the pitch. And he takes for a low strike, 3-1. And Mike Bocock is walking down the line to say something. He can't believe it. Woodstock dugout couldn't believe it either. 3-1. Three and 1 to Cherry. And the pitch. Ball 4. And he walks in a run. It's 2-0. Woodstock. So Bicknell comes home to score.
Ryan Wilson.
Everybody moves up a base. And here's Ryan Wilson. Issue is for Strasburg. Wilson's got power too. Yeah, if you're just joining us, Strasburg victorious in game one of our doubleheader here tonight. 14-4 in a 5.5 inning mercy rule. But Strasburg falling behind here in a game where their 8-game winning streak is in jeopardy early. And that looks like that's going to be it. Yep, and they're going to the pen. So Jones only lasts an inning and 2/3. And Strasburg's going to the pen. We'll tell you about the new hurler right after this on the Express Baseball Network.
Batter number 36, Ryan Wilson.
New pitcher for the Express. It'll be M.J. Phillips out of Towson University. Phillips will take over in a tough spot. The 6'2", 215 lefty out of Norfolk, Virginia, coming in with the bases loaded and 2 outs here in inning number 2. Strasburg already down 2-0. Ryan Wilson's the batter. Phillips kicks and deals. Inside, nearly hit him, 1-0. 1 run in the first, 1 in the second for the River Bandits. 2 walks, a hit by pitch, and a single here in the inning for the Bandits. 1-0 to Ryan Wilson. He was hit his first time up. Fastball misses, 2-0. 2-0. Inside 3-0. Three balls and no strikes. Bases loaded to Ryan Wilson. If you're Strasburg, honestly, you're hoping he swings at it. He does not. It's right down the middle for a called strike, 3-1. Great opportunity here early for the Bandits. Phillips deals. That's a nubber right side. Charging Ingram takes a bad hop, but he recovers, throws or tags first and gets the out. That's a huge, huge out for Phillips and the Express. Woodstock does score one run, but they leave the bases full, and Wilson was in a 3-0 count with the bases loaded before eventually grounding out. We go to the bottom of the second. Strasburg trailing Woodstock 2-0 on the Express Baseball Network. Angelo Prieto leads it off for Strasburg as we go to the bottom of the second. 2-0 Woodstock River Bandits on top. Callanan looking for another 1-2-3 inning here starting the second. Prieto, Garcia, and Biakina for Strasburg. Prieto fouls it back, and it's quickly 0-2. To the count. Prieto takes strike three called, and Callanan picks up the strikeout. First out here in the second.
Now batting, the catcher from Miami-Dade Community College, number 47, Jeremy Garcia.
There's Jeremy Garcia. Very good in game one earlier today. Doing the catching now here in game two. Callanan deals. Breaking ball, wave and a miss. 0-1. And he gets it again, swing and a miss, 0-2. Gets it again, this time it's in the dirt and he lays off. The count is 1-2. Callanan deals, and that's inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Try to get to some history here in game two. I was going to do it in the 5th inning in game one, but we didn't get through that all the way, so try to get to it in the 5th tonight. 2-2. Garcia pops it up. Right side of the infield, Wilson backing. He'll be called off by Keister, who makes the catch. And there are 2 outs.
Now batting the second baseman from UNC Charlotte, number 10, Anthony Bianchina.
Here's Anthony Bianchina, the second baseman. Bianchina is out of the University of North Carolina, Charlotte. 5'8", 170. The pitch. Fastball in there. Callanan, very good velocity. At least it looks like it from up here. And he's throwing strikes. That's the big thing. Getting ahead of guys and using his fastball. Swing and a miss. Pulled the string on a changeup. 0-2. Callanan has looked dominant so far, especially against the Strasburg team that hasn't taken a breath on offense the last couple of days. That's fouled away. They have just crushed the baseball. Their 16 consecutive run scoring inning scoring runs streak ended in the first. Something like that. Bianchina strikes out, and Callanan with another 1-2-3 inning. He's perfect through 2 here tonight. We're through 2 and off to the third from Strasburg. Woodstock 2, Strasburg nothing. Back after this on the Express Baseball Network. Woodstock leading Strasburg 2-0. It'll be Logan Duffy leading off. He hits a ground ball first base side. Hustling and getting to the bag is Chase Ingram, who typically plays pitcher, but he gets there as the pitcher Phillips was slow to cover, didn't really get there, and Ingram had to make a heck of a play to get Duffy, who is busting it down the line. So 1 out on 1 pitch in the third. Here's Ryan Zuckerman, the third baseman out of pit. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Good velocity there. Phillips blowing it right by him. Oh, 1. Fastball called a ball. 1-1. Phillips steals. Swinging a little fly ball off the end of the bat, running towards the line and off the glove. It's a foul ball of Castillo. Woodstock can't believe it. But from our vantage point, we can believe it. And that's could be, I don't guess that'll be scored in E9, will it? On the foul ball, drop, pop up. It was a tough play, running catch. He was camped under it. Not really. He was moving under it. So it's going to go down as just a foul ball. We're feeling generous up here tonight. So goes down as just a foul ball in the book. Count is still 1-2, or now it's 1-2 to Zuckerman. Breaking ball, strike 3 called, and Zuckerman strikes out looking for the second out here in the top of the third for Woodstock. It'll bring up Dobkowski.
Michael Dobkowski.
Dobkowski, a switch hitter, batting from the right side here. Hit a ground ball to first his first time up. Got thrown out on a 3-1 put out. Dobkowski's got pop. The pitch, way inside 1-0. Phillips trying to get through this inning. 1, 2, 3 and send it to the bottom of the third. Strasburg will have 7, 8, 9. That's in there, 1-1. A little bit different look in the lineup from game 1 to game 2 here for Strasburg. One misses, 2-1. And a ground ball up the middle. Fielded at second, off the lip, recovered, throw to first, and it gets away. And that'll be an error on Biakina. Made a nice play to stay down on the ball after it hit the lip, but then he just threw it away, and that'll be the first error of the game for either team. So Dobkowski reaches on the E4. And let's see if that comes back to bite the Express. Here's Bicknell. Walked and scored in the second. The pitch. In the dirt and on his way to second. So now a base hit can score another run. So we're seeing some clumsiness that we haven't seen for a few games from this Strasburg team, which is obviously due to happen at some point. And really their offense has been able to overshadow anything else they do they've done over the last few games with the way they've hit the ball, 12, 13, 14, 15 hits, 2 consecutive mercy rules. Eventually, you'll have a little bit of a letdown. 1-0. The pitch to Bicknell, and low again, 2-0. Again, Woodstock home tomorrow night. They return to Woodstock to take on the Newmarket Rebels. That's an 8 o'clock start due to weather, the heat. Strasburg will be on the road to take on the Front Royal Cardinals, 2-0. And that's low, 3-0. And that should be a pretty good game the way that Front Royal's been playing as of late. Strasburg has beat them every single time they've played so far. Three balls and no strikes. And ball 4. So it's first and second with 2 outs now, and it brings up Ace Williamson.
Center fielder, number 14, Ace Williamson.
So 2 walks for Bicknell. Williamson with a deep fly out to the wall and right his first time up. He's going to have to face the lefty Phillips this time instead of the righty Jones. Phillips deals to Williamson. Strike call. Check that. He thought he made the raise the arm up, but he didn't. 1-0. Flinched. Thought that was the case as well. 1-0. Swinging a foul back. It's 1-1. Ace Williamson out of Jacksonville State University. First and second, 2 outs here for Woodstock. Top of the third, they lead it 2-0. They've scored in every inning in this game so far. Granted, just 2. 1-1. Swing and a foul back towards the parking lot. The count's 1-2. With the new pavilion out there, the United Bank Pavilion, it's harder to see the cars getting hit in the parking lot. 1-2 to Williamson. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him on a breaking ball. And Ace goes down on strikes. And that'll do it in the the top of the third. Woodstock 2, Strasburg nothing. We go to the bottom of the third. Back after this on the Strasburg Express Baseball Network. Back to Strasburg, we go to the bottom of the third. Express still looking for their first base runner as they trail 2-0. Anthony LaSala, the shortstop out of the University of Pittsburgh, leads off. First pitch from Callanan is a strike. Callanan is throwing strikes right now. He's looked very good. Chopper, left side, fielded is Zuckerman in front of the bag. Long throw to first, stretch, and he's out. First baseman Wilson stayed on the bag. And a ground out to third for the first out here in the third inning. Brings up Chase Ingram.
University of Alabama, Birmingham, number 33, Chase Ingram.
Ingram, who we typically see as a pitcher. He pitched the other night against the River Bandits at Woodstock. Got the no decision. Bats here in the 8th spot for Strasburg. Game 2 of our doubleheader. And he crushes one to left on a line that's going to drop for a base hit, and it's all the way past the left fielder. Rounding first into second. Here's the throw, and it gets away. Ingram into second with a 1-out double. First base runner of the game for the Express.
The center
So
fielder,
Ingram
Harris, number 11, Luis Rodriguez.
not doing what some of his teammates have been doing, and that's waiting and getting behind in the count. He just said, I'm just going to jump on the fastball here. And that's what he did. First base runner of the game for the Express. And here's Luis Rodriguez, the center fielder. Luis had a very good game last night against Newmarket. He was on two times. That misses. He had 2, 3, 4 RBIs, 2 singles, 2 runs scored, 2 stolen bases. And he'll bat here in the 9 spot. 1-0 to Rodriguez. Ingram at second, the pitch. Breaking ball in there for a strike, 1-1. Callanan left that pitch in the nitro zone a little bit. 1-1. Check swing, foul ball, 1-2. Top of the lineup is next with Diego Velasquez, the third baseman. One and two to Rodriguez. Outside, 2-2. Callanan continuing to have good velocity on the fastball. Barely thrown any balls so far. Well, the second time so far he's had a 2-ball count. And he hits Rodriguez, and the tying run's on base here in the third. He gets hit with a curveball, might have been a slider, but nevertheless he's on. And it goes back to the top of the lineup. That'll be Diego Velasquez. He struck out looking on 3 pitches his first time up. You got to think the game plan is come up, like now you're starting to figure it out. He's throwing that first pitch fastball for a strike. You saw what Ingram did. He was aggressive. You got to come up here and swing first pitch. The pitch. That's way outside. Don't want to swing at that one. Want to know. So 2 perfect innings for Callanan where he looked like he was going to give Strasburg no chance, but a double and a hit by pitch here. 2-0. That's in the dirt. Now it's 2-0. So 2 balls and no strikes to Diego Velasquez. Diego coming in batting .333 on the season with 5 RBIs. Throw back to second base, and back in there is Ingram. So Velasquez, after striking out his first time up, is now 12 for 36. He's walked 8 times and struck out 7. Never hurts to have a ratio like that. 2-0. The pitch. Fastball in there, 2-1. Woodstock starter Brendan Callanan trying to get through this inning. That's high, 3-1. Eddie Castillo is on deck. Second baseman Luke Keister trying to give his pitcher some confidence. Hey, go out there and throw a strike for us now. 3-1. Ingram at second. Rodriguez at first. The pitch. Outside at ball 4, and the bases are full with 1 out here in the third for the Express. Ingram to third, Rodriguez to second, Velasquez to first on the walk. Here's Castillo, fly out to center his first time up. Time is called, and here comes Tyler Bocock. He's going to come out and talk to Callanan. And while he does that, we will take a quick break. After the meeting at the mound, here's Castillo, bases loaded and 1 out. Callanan losing control all of a sudden. Castillo does have 3 home runs. He's got power. He's pulled the ball for a home run this year, and he's taken it the opposite way. 1-0, the pitch. That's low for a called strike, 1-1. Bases full, 1 out. Here in the bottom of the third, Strasburg with a big opportunity. Breaking ball, crushed but foul. He was out in front of it, and I think it just went right through one of the windows of the River Bandits bus and out the other. So just like that, Callanan ahead 1-2, and he's a guy that's shown that he can throw that fastball by you if he wants to. So we'll see what Castillo can do here. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count. Callanan sets at the belt. Takes a deep breath and deals. Breaking ball in the dirt. Runner thought about coming home, but Ingram stays at third. It's 2-2. Now Woodstock's Kobe White, he would have been home. Might have even gone to first by then. So it's 2-2. We know Kyle would come home, Kyle Edwards that is, because he's still home at Percival. So if you do that, you're willing to do anything on the field. 2-2 the count to Castillo. Big pitch here, bases full, and he struck him out. And Castillo down on strikes for the second out here in the third. Huge strikeout for Callanan. All right, well, Chisholm had the bases loaded in game 1 with, I believe, 2 outs when Edwards was intentionally walked. Let's see if he can come up with another big hit. He's a singles machine. Also some doubles in there as well. Grounded back to the pitcher his first time up. Base hit would tie it to the outfield. That's low and in the dirt. Blocked by the catcher, Bicknell, 1-0. Woodstock, 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors. Strasburg, no runs, 1 hit, and 1 error. 1-0. Inside, nearly hit him, 2-0. Strasburg winning game 1 of this doubleheader earlier this evening, 14-4. Behind another offensive display being put on. 2-0. That is a strike below the knees, 2-1. Oh, we saw Davian Giles almost work out of big trouble in the first game, but then it all fell apart for him. Let's see if Callanan can get out of it here. Swinging a ground ball up the middle to second, and he does as Keister throws to first in time. And Strasburg has the bases loaded with 1 out and cannot score any runs. And we're through 3. Woodstock 2, Strasburg nothing on the Express Baseball Network. Shenandoah University's Luke Keister leads it off for the River Bandits as we go to the top of the fourth. It's getting dark, but the clouds are also getting a little dark. Don't need that again. Bandits up 2-0. First pitch to Keister's ball one, low. Top of the lineup for the River Bandits, Keister, Joy, and Cherry. 1-0. MJ Phillips deals. Chopped. Charging third baseman Velasquez, throw to first is in time. And there's one out here in the top of the fourth. One out for Preston Joy. He's 1 for 2 with the base hit.
Number 10, Preston Joy.
Preston Joy batting here for the River Bandits from the right side. Switch hitter. That's outside. 1-0. Got started here in game two at 7:39. We're about an hour and 5 minutes in here as we play with one out in the top of the fourth. Woodstock leading 2-0. One and 0. Phillips' pitch is popped up and out of play. Scores around the Valley League tonight. Newmarket leading Front Royal 5-2, bottom 5.
But if you don't want it, you can take it to the train station and trade it for
Charlottesville leading Harrisonburg 8-5, bottom 5. Waynesboro trailing Stanton 4-2, top of the 6th. 1-1 to Joy. Inside 2-1. Culpeper leading Covington 5-2 in the 6th. Strasburg leading the North Division at 12-5, 2.5 games over second place Purcellville. And the South, Charlottesville 12-4, 3.5 games over second place Harrisonburg, the defending champs. 2-1, chop to third, Velasquez on the backhand, towards the line, long throw to first, and he got him. Nice play at third by Diego Velasquez. 2 ground balls to Velasquez, and there are 2 outs here in the fourth. And here's Jackson Cherry, the DH.
Jackson Cherry.
Cherry has had his way. And what's the approach here for the Express? May want to play it a little bit safe with him. Lefty, the pitch, swing and a foul back. I mean, you can just tell his bat speed is just, it's different. Oh, and 1 the count. Jackson Cherry. Out of Forest, Virginia, takes a ball, 1-1. One from Phillips. Cherry takes just inside, 2-1. Phillips from the stretch, and the pitch. Inside again, 3-1. Well, we've got a Cherry on the River Bandits, and then there's a catch-up on the Cardinals. And that hit him. 3-1, and well, no signal, I don't think, from the home plate umpire. So it just goes down as a walk.
First baseman, number 36, Ryan Wilson.
So Cherry draws the walk. And here's Ryan Wilson, hit by a pitch and a ground out so far here tonight in game two. Phillips trying to get through this inning and keep it at a 2-run deficit. The pitch. That's spiked, and a great pick by Garcia. 1-0. Cherry leaning a bit at first. Swing and a miss. Wilson went after one in the dirt. 1-1. And a ground ball up the middle. It hits the mound and ricochets away from the shortstop. And ball is bobbled a bit in left, but holding up at second is Cherry. It'll be a base hit, a field-aided base hit, and the third of the night for the Bandits. So Ryan Wilson has his first hit in this ball game. Again, it's just a hard liner that it went off the mound and trickled away from La Sala at short. The pitch. And that hit him. Duffy hit by a pitch.
Third baseman, number 29, Ryan Zuckerman.
And the bases are loaded. Well, Strasburg has been able to work around several mishaps up to this point as Duffy's hit by the pitch to keep this at a 2-run game, but Ryan Zuckerman's trying to change that here. One swing could change the complexion here in the top of the fourth. Bases loaded after 2 quick outs to start the inning. He swings and fouls it off. It's 0-1. Phillips looking for a big out here. Zuckerman looking for a big knock. Way outside, 1-1. Phillips looking in for his signs. Garcia laying him down. 1-1. Swinging a hard grounder left side. It's a base hit. One will score. Sending the second runner. Nope, they're going to hold him up. Throws cut off. RBI single for Ryan Zuckerman, and it's 3-0 Woodstock.
Right fielder, number 25, Michael Dobkowski.
Another example of what we see, folks, day in and day out. Walks and hit by pitches are backbreakers. Here's Dobkowski. Bases are still loaded with 2 outs. He's 0 for 2. And he swings and fouls one off the end of the bat, 0-1. Dobkowski takes in the dirt, 1-1. Woodstock 3 runs on 4 hits. Strasburg no runs on 1 hit. Swing and a miss. Big hack by Zuckerman. He can't connect. It's 1-2. MJ Phillips trying to get this last out here in the top half of the fourth and send it to the bottom half. 1-2. Takes his deep breath, sets and delivers. Breaking ball struck Dobkowski out. And that's out number 3 here in the fourth. Well, Woodstock scores a run, but they strand 3 more on base. They've left 8 men on through 3, make it 4 innings. And Strasburg trails 3-0. We'll come back after this on the Express Baseball Network. We go to the bottom of the fourth inning. Woodstock up 3-0, trying to end Strasburg's 8-game winning streak here in game 2 of this doubleheader. They'll go to a new pitcher here. It'll be Corey Cook. Cook enters the game in relief of the starter, Callanan. This is the debut for Corey Cook. That's fouled away. Cook out of William Carey, 6'2", 240. He'll go from the windup, 1-2. That's way outside to Angelo Prieto, 2-2. Cook gets on the rubber here. Prieto with a strikeout looking his only time up. That was against Callanan, 2-2. And that's a little cue shot off the fist. He swings and it's a fair ball. And that's the first out. So 1-3. And 1 out in the fourth. So a discussion here between Cullen Smith and the home plate umpire about what Prieto did. It was a pitch way up and in. He went to swing at it, and he was successful in doing so, unfortunately for him. And it rolled down the first base line. Pitcher picked it up and threw it to first and got him.
The catcher, number 47, Jeremy Garcia.
Final line for Brennan Callanan. No decision for him since he only went 3. 3 innings, 1 hit, no runs, 1 walk, and 4 strikeouts. Here's Jeremy Garcia, the catcher. He takes for a ball, 1-0. Woodstock enters at 8-10, 2 games under 500. Cook deals over his head and to the backstop. Garcia never appreciates that. He always gives a little look out to the pitcher. Hard to blame a guy for getting a little upset over a pitch over the noggin. Over everything for that matter. Swing and a miss, 2-1. Two-1 is outside. 3-1 now for Corey Cook, making his Express debut. Excuse me, his River Bandits debut. 3-1 is swung on and fouled out of play. It's 3-2. Long day of baseball here from First Bank Park. Got started game 1. Continuation of a game from last week. Played 5.5 innings there before the mercy rule came into play. Temps in the 90s, about 95 today. Garcia takes outside, and it's a walk. So 1-out walk puts Jeremy Garcia on and brings up Anthony Bianchina.
Anthony Bianchina.
So Bianchina will bat. Grounded out to, struck out his first time up. Strasburg was still just 1 hit so far. Cook deals, it's fouled away, 0-1. No 1 is in there. It's 0-2. Oh-2 is nearly uncorked to the backstop. Good job back there from Bicknell. Cook tried to go with some type of off-speed pitch, and it just came out of his hand funky. Garcia, decent lead at first. The pitch is way inside, 2-2. 2-2. Called a ball, 3-2. Three, two, 1 out. Bottom of the fourth. Strasburg down 3-0. Runner at first. The pitch from Cook. Outside, ball 4. Tying run comes to the plate for the Express here in the fourth. Back-to-back 1-out walks. We'll bring up Anthony LaSala, the shortstop.
Anthony LaSala.
LaSala with a ground out to third, his only time up. And a meeting at the mound. So LaSala steps in for the Express. Big spot here. The pitch. That misses. One thing that really came back to bite the River Bandits the other night in their loss to Strasburg is they left a bunch of guys on base. I want to say they left 13 or 14 men on base. Woodstock's already left 10 on base through 4 innings. But they still lead 3-0, 1-0. Swing and a miss. Blows it by LaSala, 1-1. And typically during the game, the average fan or the average person would just kind of say, oh well, we're up 3-0. But eventually, if you really think about it, it comes back to get you 1-1. Way outside, back pick the first. Nope, not going to happen. Holding on to it is Bicknell, 2-1. Woodstock River Bandits leading it here. And a little bit of trouble trying to get out of it again as they did in the third inning. Strasburg left the bases loaded. And that hits LaSala. He's not extremely happy either.
First baseman, number 33, Chase Ingram.
And Chase Ingram has a chance to come up with a big knock here. Again, this is just 3 free passes given away. Tyler Bocock coming to the mound for the River Bandits. And that might be it for Corey Cook. Let's see. Ingram will come to the plate as the tying run. He's already lined a double down the left field line his first time up.
Hey, Bobby. Oh, it is Sunday. Tomorrow Saturday? Yeah, sorry. Didn't even give you a heart attack.
So the meeting on the mound will continue. We'll be right back. Meeting at the mound is over. Chase Ingram steps up to the plate. Bottom of the fourth here in a 7-inning game. Game 2 of our doubleheader. Express trying to get up off the mat here. They're down 3-0. The pitch. And a slow chopper right side waiting on it. Keister, he will field. He's going to sprint to the bag. He's not in time. And it's an infield RBI single for Ingram, and the Express are on the board. A high chopper hit way up into the air. Keister took off with the ball all the way from second base. Couldn't get there in time, and an RBI infield single for Ingram makes it a 3-1 game.
Batter, number 11, Luis Rodriguez.
So what a fluky play that was. Ingram halfway to the cycle, a single and a double. Here's Luis Rodriguez, the center fielder. Rodriguez, a hit by pitch, his only time up. So Strasburg, a single could tie it up here in the fourth, and that is low, ball 1. So a quick out to start the inning, then a walk, a hit by pitch, and an infield RBI single on a high chopper to the right side of the infield. Luis Rodriguez, the batter. 1-0, bases full. He takes for a strike, 1-1. Rodriguez came into tonight's ball game batting $160 with 4 RBIs. 1-1, outside, just missing. Catcher Bicknell tried to bring it back in, but he couldn't. 2-1. Top of the lineup is on deck with the Strasburg third baseman, Diego Villescas. 2-1, inside, 3-1. Got to think this is the last batter for Cook if he walks him, gives up a knock. Corey Cook in his debut here in 2024 for the Woodstock River Bandits. 3-1 to Rodriguez. Inside, it hit him. A hit by pitch and an RBI, and it's 3-2. As the Express are within 1 here, thanks to a lot of free passes by the River Bandits, and that'll be it for Corey Cook. So Rodriguez hit for the second time tonight. Score is 3-2. Strasburg in business. Bases still loaded with 1 out. We'll tell you about the new hurler right after this on the Express Baseball Network. New pitcher for the River Bandits here. Stephen West will take over. Strasburg batting, bases loaded, 1 out, down 3-2. Diego Villescas is the batter for the Express. He's 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout. West deals, and that hit him, and this game is tied. First pitch is a hit by pitch, and it scores the game-tying run. Woodstock has just given this inning away so far. RBI hit by pitch for Villescas. La Sala scores, and it's 3-3. So RBI hit by pitch for Villescas to make it 3-3. And here's Castillo. He's 0 for 2. He struck out swinging in a big spot his last time up. He takes a strike. It's 0-1. Eddie Castillo looking to come up with a big knock here Stephen West out of Florida Memorial, 6'3" righty, looking to get 2 outs and keep this thing now tied at 3. 0-1. High, 1-1. Stephen West on the year, 10 in the 3rd innings pitched, 10 strikeouts and a 6.10 ERA. Castillo entered tonight batting .280, but he is batting 1,000 against West here in the season, so he does have a knockoff of him. 1-1. That's down and out, 2-1 here in the inning. It all started with a ground out, then 2 walks, a hit by pitch, an RBI single, bases loaded, hit by pitch, and another bases loaded, hit by pitch. So the Express only have 1 hit in the inning, and it was a high chopper in the infield. 2-1 is inside. Castillo is saying it hit him. Home plate umpire is saying, nope, apparently not. Castillo still claiming that it hit him. So let's see what he does here, as he'll have to stay in there and see another pitch. Swing and a foul tip into the glove, and the count is full, 3-2. Castillo looking to put it in play here and give the Express the lead for the first time here in game 2. 3-2, West looking in. He comes set. And outside, ball 4. It's an RBI bases loaded walk, and the Express lead it 4-3. Castillo taking just outside for a ball. And another RBI for the Express. They have the lead for the first time here in this ball game. So everyone moves up a base. That's now 3 consecutive bases loaded free passes given up by the River Bandits. Here's Chisholm. Chisholm, the only man to not have hit in this inning so far until now. He takes a strike, 0-1. Well, yeah, only one that hasn't stepped up into the box, that is. 0-1 to Chisholm. He's 0 for 2 with a couple of ground outs. Swing and a miss, and West gets ahead of him, 0-2. Makes a heck of a difference when you work from ahead rather than from behind. Oh and 2. Chisholm, the batter, Prieto on deck, who committed the first out in the inning. And he struck him out on 3 pitches. And a huge strikeout for the second out here in the 4th. So a new column will be made in the scorebook as the Express are hitting around here, or stepping up to the plate around. And typically, I've noticed that the guy that makes that first out usually ends up making 2 outs in the inning. He bats here, and he hits one foul left side towards the light pole, 0-1. So a big opportunity here for Woodstock to just try to stop the bleeding and keep it at a 1-run deficit for them. Meanwhile, Strasburg has other plans, as they have 4 runs on just 2 hits. 0-1 from West. Swing and a miss, and he's in command now. He's found his groove, just throwing high fastballs out of the zone, and Strasburg can't lay off. 0-2. 4 runs in the inning for the Express to take the 4-3 lead. We play with 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th. Bases full of Express. Stephen West looking to get out of it. He sets and deals, and that is low, ball 1. So Wesley Jones, the starter, now off the hook for the Express. He surrendered a couple of runs. 1-2. Long look in from West. They hand the pitch. That skips to the dirt, and Rodriguez holds up at third. Rodriguez with fantastic speed. Guys are just afraid, especially on the Strasburg side. And there's not a lot of room here behind the plate. Not a lot of warning track area, but with 2 outs, 2 strikes, I think you got to think about going there. So we'll see. Well, he thought about it, but didn't ultimately do it. 2-2 coming up to Prieto. Swing and a high pop-up into center. As long as the lights don't get it, it'll be a catch. And it is. The inning is over. Strasburg leaves 3 men on base for the second consecutive inning. However, they score 4 and they take the lead. We're through 4 and off to the 5th. Strasburg 4, Woodstock 3. Back after this. New pitcher for the Express as we go to the top of the 5th. It'll be Brody Slayton taking over as Strasburg is now winning this game 4-3. First pitch to the catcher for Woodstock, Drake Bicknell, is a strike. Bicknell 0 for 0, 2 walks and a run scored. Slayton fires in a strike, quickly 0-2. Brody out of Panola Junior College from Longview, Texas, 6'6", 205. He has struck out 2 men over 3 innings, and that is look good from here. Maybe a little bit high, 1-2. Slayton against Bicknell, their first matchup head-to-head. Change-up misses, 2-2. Two-two. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. Got him on the slider, holding on to it was Garcia. And a strikeout for Brody Slayton out of the bullpen. And here's Ace Williamson. Williamson 0 for 2, a fly out to right and a strikeout swinging. Hits from the left side against the righty Slayton. The pitch. That just misses, 1-0. Inside, 2-0. Two and 0 to Ace Williamson, the Woodstock center fielder. Slayton trying to get dialed back in here. Fastball swing and a miss, 2-1. We'll start getting to some history here on this day in baseball history, June 21st. Get to it here in a couple of moments. 2-1, the pitch. Swinging a high pop-up left side and out of play. It's 2-2. So Williamson goes from 2-0 to 2-2.
Foul balls for keepers.
All right, let's see if Slayton can put him away here. 2-2. Inside, 3-2. 3-2 the count. And Williamson drives one left field. It's pretty deep. Going back, and it is gone. Ace Williamson hits a home run to left field just over the wall and left, and ties this game up at 4 here with 1 out in the top of the 5th inning. For Williamson, it's his first home run of the summer. RBI number 7. And the 5th hit of the night for the River Bandits. Williamson, a guy that hit over 400 in college this year, had 20-something home runs, has just struggled mightily to this point here in 2024. Here's a liner off the diving glove, off the glove of the diving shortstop, LaSala, and Luke Keister has a base hit. Hard hit liner. Great effort out there by LaSala, but he couldn't make the catch, and suddenly Woodstock has completely recaptured the momentum here in this one. So here's Preston Joy. Looking for a double play with the speedy Preston Joy up. Switch hitter from the left side now. He takes in the dirt, and Strasburg is kind of handing it right back to Woodstock the way Woodstock handed it to them last half inning. Now a wild pitch, and Keister's up to second. So a base hit gives Woodstock the lead right back here just a half inning later. 1-0 to Joy. And a foul ball, 1-1. All right, let's get to some history here. We will start in just a moment. One. Breaking ball misses, 2-1. Today in 1916, Rube Foster of the Red Sox no-hits the Yankees 2-0 for the first no-hitter in Fenway Park, beating Bob Schalke 2-0. Swinging a chopper, charging Biakina. He throws to first just in time. Bang, bang play, and there are 2 outs. And now Mike Bocock is going to come talk to the umpire. So they call him out. Won't be overturned. Keister moves to third, 4-3 on the putout for Joy. And Jackson Cherry will bat.
DH number 8, Jackson Cherry.
So moving to third on the ground out is Keister as the tying or the go-ahead run. And he's called out at first. Base umpire continuing to talk with Mike Bocock. He doesn't want to hear anything of it. And Cherry will be intentionally walked. So first and third now with 2 outs. So Ryan Wilson will try to come up big now. First and third with 2 outs here in the top of the 5th inning. In game 2 of our 7-inning doubleheader, the score is tied at 4. Slayton has given up the lead, but trying to keep it right there. Facing Wilson. And he swings and misses at a breaking ball, 0-1. Wilson hit by a pitch in the first, grounded out to first in the second, singled in the 4th. Brody Slayton looking to get one more out here and send this to the bottom of the 5th. Oh, 1. Swing and a miss. Got him to go after a ball in the dirt again. 0-2. Today in 1941, Lefty Grove's Fenway Park consecutive win streak, which started on May 3rd, 1938, ends at 20 games with a 13-9 loss to the St. Louis Browns. Runner takes off. They're trying to steal a run. Slayton is just walking towards the runner. He's just going to let him go. So now a base hit gives Woodstock a 2-run lead. But a good job there, not overreacting by Slayton. He stepped off with his proper foot, which is his right foot. And taking second. Count is 0-2. Here's the pitch. Swing and a foul back. So it'll be scored a defensive indifference on the move from first to second by Cherry. All right, well, this could be the biggest at-bat of the game right here. 0-2, 2 outs, second and third for the River Bandits. Ryan Wilson facing Brody Slayton. Slayton sets, and he deals. Swing and a liner down the right field line. It's a fair ball, and the River Bandits have taken a 6-4 lead. And an 0-2 count. Ryan Wilson comes up with the big knock, and Woodstock has reclaimed the lead at 6-4 here in the top of the 5th inning.
Left fielder number 15, Logan Duffy.
So 2 RBIs for Wilson on that swing. Again, he was behind 0-2. And Slayton just threw too good of a pitch. And the River Bandits have taken the lead right back here as we've got a pitching change with 2 outs in the top of the 5th. New pitcher for the Express. It'll be Miles Curley trying to get this final out in the 5th inning and send it to the bottom of the inning. Clutch 2-out, 2 RBI double by Ryan Wilson to give Woodstock the lead right back after they surrendered it in the prior half inning. They've scored 3 so far here. They're out hitting Strasburg 7-2. 0-1 the count to Logan Duffy. Curley deals. Fastball in there, 0-2. Curley out of the College of Central Florida from Largo, Florida. He's way ahead, 0-2. Duffy, a walk, a hit by pitch, and a ground out. 0-2. Check swing, looked like he went. Did he go? Yes, he did, according to the base umpire. And Mike Bocock is coming out now to argue with the base umpire. But it's strike 3, and the inning is over. Woodstock frustrated. Stephen West going to come back out, it looks like, or maybe not. Woodstock leads it now 6-4 with 3 in the top of the inning. We go to the bottom half. River Bandits up 6-4. Welcome back to First Bank Park. The River Bandits back on top, 3 in the top of the 5th inning to reclaim a lead. It's now 6-4. And West is still on the mound. Here's a little nubber out there to short. Routine for Joy, and he makes the play. 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. So Garcia is the first out. Got jammed up on the hands. Here's Anthony Bianchina, the second baseman. 0 for 1, strikeout in the 2nd, walk and a run scored in the 4th. And he takes outside from Stephen West. 1-0. 1-0, up high, 2-0. Get to some more history here as we play in the bottom of the 5th, game 2 of our doubleheader. And that's high, 3-0. Three balls and no strikes. And that's low, ball 4, and just like that, the tying run's brought back to the plate for the Express.
Shortstop, number 45, Anthony LaSala. Go 4-5.
Let's see, Woodstock left 2 more in on base last half inning. And then first, or we're just runner at second. Yeah. All right, here's LaSala. He takes a strike. So Woodstock has left 11 men on base through 5. They lead at 6-4. 1 out, bottom of the 5th inning. Biakina at first. LaSala the batter. Runner goes. The pitch is popped up. And this is going to be trouble. It's going to be a double play, and the inning is over. Strasburg pops into a double play. LaSala got jammed with the runner on the move. Catch was made by Wilson. And a double play ends it in the 5th. We go to the 6th. Woodstock leading Strasburg 6-4 on the Express Baseball Network. Ryan Zuckerman leads it all for Woodstock as we go to the top of the 6th inning. River Bandits lead the Express 6-4. It'll be Zuckerman, Dobkowski, and Bicknell. Miles Curley still on the mound for the Express. The pitch, swinging a foul ball, 0-1. We'll get to some more history here in the 6th inning. Today in 1966, Satchel Paige makes his final professional pitching appearance. Gave up 2 runs and for the Pensacola Grays. That one misses 2-0. Pensacola's regular catcher Johnny Bench took the night off. On this day in 1966. 1-1. Curley gets Zuckerman to pop it up, foul and out of play. 1-2. Today, 1969, the summer of '69, Minnesota scored a club record 11 runs in an inning. The 10th inning at Oakland, and set a major league record for runs in the 10th and winning 14-4. That was before the ghost runner guy got to go out there. And Curley hits Zuckerman in the back on a breaking ball, uncorked it, and a leadoff hit by pitch to start the top of the 6th. We have seen plenty of that stuff tonight. Here's Dobkowski, the right fielder. Today, 1971, Indian slugger Ken Harrelson announces his retirement from baseball to join the Pro Golf Tour. Pitch from Curley's a strike. Hawk Harrelson. If you ever watched the White Sox, he was an announcer, played the game as well. Today in 1974, the Braves fire manager Eddie Matthews, the only man to play for the Braves in Boston. Clyde King is hired to replace him. That's fouled back. Count is 0-2. Today in 76, Bert Blyleven hurled a one-hit shutout as the Rangers beat the A's 1-0. On the 26th, 5 days later, Blyleven will pitch another 1-0 one-hit victory, beating the White Sox in 10 innings. 0-2 the count to Dobkowski, the switch hitter. And he takes in the dirt. It's blocked up by Garcia, 1-2. Today in 1977, behind Louis Tiant's two-hitter, the Red Sox pummel the Orioles 7-0. Jim Rice and George Scott bang home runs. Dobkowski takes strike 3 called on the outside corner, and Curley picks up the strikeout for the first out here in the 6th inning. We've got a pinch hitter for Drake Bicknell. It'll be Kobe White. So Bicknell, the catcher, will be lifted for White.
Boston, number 5, Kobe White.
Some more history. Today in 1986, Bo Jackson, college football's Heisman Trophy winner 1985, and the first pick by Tampa Bay in the NFL draft, stuns observers nationwide by signing with the Kansas City Royals instead. So Kobe White will bat. He's got great speed. He takes a ball, 1-0. White out of Stephen F. Austin State. 6-4 Bandits, 1 out, top 6 here from Strasburg. Curley sets and delivers. Fastball in there, 1-1. That is in there, 1-2. Today in 1989, White Sox Carlton Fisk surpasses Yogi Berra as the American League leader for career home runs by a catcher, as his 307th home run helps beat the Yankees 7-3. Today in 1989, 1 ball, 2 strikes to Kobe White, the pinch hitter. And that skips in front again, and Garcia somehow able to block it. Might have even gotten the umpire a bit, 2-2. Today in 1999, Blue Jays shortstop Tony Fernandez becomes the Dominican-born career hits leader with his 2,178th hit to move ahead of Julio Franco. 2-2, and that is a chopper back to the mound. Only play is going to be at first. Curley underhands it and just gets it there to beat the speedy White. Moving to second is Zuckerman on the ground out for White. There are 2 outs. Score it 1-3. And here's Ace Williamson, the center fielder.
Center fielder, number 14, Ace Williamson.
Williamson with a home run his last time up. It was the first of his season here for the River Bandits. Curley sets and delivers. Williamson fouls it away, 0-1. Today in 2000, the Oakland A's defeat the Orioles 10-3 as Eric Chavez becomes the first Oakland player to hit for the cycle at home since the team moved to Oakland in 1968. 0-1. And way out in front, but hammering it foul is Williamson, 0-2. Today in 2001, the Giants beat the Padres 8-6 as outfielder Barry Bonds hit his 38th home run to set a new major league mark for homers hit with an asterisk before the All-Star break. Asterisk. 0-2 to Ace Williamson. And that hits him in the back. A fastball in the back on an 0-2 pitch, and Williamson will take first. Obviously unintentional in an 0-2 count to get Williamson, but doesn't change the fact that that's going to really hurt in the morning. So first and second with 2 outs now for Keister. Six to 4 Bandits, top 6. This is a 7-inning regulation game. If we're tied, we'll continue on. Here's Keister. He's 1 for 3 with a single and a run scored his last time. He takes inside, 1-0. Swinging a chopper foul. Today in 2003, in the 13th inning at Veterans Stadium, pinch hitter Todd Pratt hits a 2-run homer, giving the Phillies a walk-off 6-5 victory over the Red Sox. Boston shortstop Nomar Garcia Parra's club-tying record 6 for 6 performance was not enough. And swing and a miss, Keister goes around 1-2. Today in 2005, after building a 10-2 lead at Yankee Stadium, the Tampa Bay Devil Rays lose to the Yankees 20-11. They led 10-2 and lost 20-11 on this day in 2005. 1-2 from Curley to Keister, breaking ball, strike 3 called. It was a beauty, and Keister goes down looking for out number 3. The River Bandits, well, they leave 2 more men on base. They now have left, I believe, 13 men on through 5. Make it 6 innings of play for the Bandits. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Woodstock is 6 outs away from ending Strasburg's 8-game winning streak. New hurler, it's going to be Rhett James. We'll tell you about him right after this on the Express Baseball Network. All right, back to baseball. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Woodstock 6 outs away from winning this game. And one of their main top setup guys, Rhett James, is into the game here. And he will face 8, 9, and 1 in this lineup for Strasburg. It'll be Chase Ingram, Luis Rodriguez, and Diego Vileskis. Rhett James out of UNC Pembroke. 6'2", 215. Throws from the right. 0-1 to Chase Ingram. Swing and a miss, blew the fastball by him. Ingram is 2 for 2 here in this game. A single and a double, an RBI and a run scored. Strasburg is running out of time here with their winning streak hanging in the balance. 12-5. They've won 8 in a row. 0-2 to Ingram. And strike 3 called. So 3 pitches, and Ingram goes down looking for the first out here in the bottom of the 6th. Here's Luis Rodriguez, the center fielder. All right, some changes for Woodstock defensively. Obviously, Rhett James taking over on the mound. New catcher is Brady Whitaker. Whitaker slides in to the lineup for Michael Dobkowski, the right fielder, who is pulled out. Ace Williamson moves from center to right, and Kobe White stays in the game and will play center. So some good speed out there in right field and center. As that is hit to right, and Williamson's not going to get there. It's a fair ball. He does get there and cut it off, but it goes right by him all the way to the wall. Rounding second, and look at Rodriguez run on his way to third, and he's in there. Great hustle from Luis Rodriguez getting all the way to third base. It's going to be a triple, a rare triple. Third hit of the night for the Express, and they're already in business here in the 6th. They are not through yet. So,
number 46, Diego Velazquez.
So Diego Velazquez will bat. Diego strikeout looking, a walk in the 3rd, a hit by pitch with an RBI in the 4th. Tying run at the plate. Rhett James on the mound. Borderline, bottom line here for Strasburg is you've got to get one. I mean, you've got to get one in. Especially with Woodstock playing the infield back, they're surrendering that run. 1-0. James, a guy that has good stats this year. The pitch. Swing, and that ball struck left center field. This is going to be trouble. It's going to go all the way to the gap. Rounding first is Velazquez. Into second base. He's in there safely with a double, and this is a 1-run game in the 6th. RBI double for Diego. His first hit of the ball game, second RBI. And he was able to sting that thing into the left center field gap. Duffy couldn't get there. White couldn't cut it off. Things are getting interesting again. Here's Castillo. He drew a bases loaded walk. Picked up an RBI in the 4th. Castillo batting here is the go-ahead run. 1 out, bottom 6th. And a 7-inning scheduled game here, game 2 of our doubleheader. James looking for 2 more outs. Send this to the 7th. First pitch is a strike on the outside corner, extended outside corner, 0-1. To Castillo. He's 0 for 2 with the RBI. And that hits him. He takes the hit by pitch on a breaking ball, and it puts the go-ahead run on base here in the bottom of the 6th inning, and it brings up Connor Chisholm, the Strasburg DH. Well, Chisholm's he's due. He's a guy that typically does not go hitless. He did go hitless last night. He was the only guy in the lineup to go hitless, and Mike Bocock is quickly pulling the plug on Rhett James. He's done after a 1/3 of an inning. And they are going to Josh Nielsen out of the pen here in the 6th inning. So Strasburg battling back here. They only had 3 hits, but they're within 1. Pitching change, we'll tell you about them right after this here on the Express Baseball Network. Big spot here as we return. Bottom of the sixth. This is a 7-inning game. Woodstock up 6-5, but they're in trouble here. First and second and one out. Josh Nielsen takes over for the River Bandits. Connor Chisholm's the batter for the Express. First pitch is low, ball one. Strasburg with one run here in the bottom of the sixth inning. They won game one 14-4 to stretch their winning streak up to 8. Trying to continue to battle here late in this one and maybe make it even more. 1-0, Nielsen deals. Runners go. It's a double steal. Throw to second, and in there safely. Both runners move up. Whitaker threw it down. Velasquez and Castillo stay able to steal the bag. So now a base hit could give Strasburg the lead here in the bottom of the sixth. Great base running there from Velasquez and Castillo. So the infield will come in. The count is 2-0. Nielsen, the righty, comes set. And he delivers. That's fouled back. 2-1. Big spot here for Connor Chisholm. Came into this game batting .311. He is hitless this year against Nielsen. He's batting 0. Nielsen on the season, 9 1/3, 7 strikeouts, 2.89 ERA. Runners on base are not his responsibility. Infield playing in 2-1. Nielsen, the righty, deals. Breaking ball fouled away, and it's 2-2. Angelo Prieto is scheduled to bat next for the Express. We talked about the Ryan Wilson at-bat earlier in this game being the at-bat of the game. Well, now this has become the at-bat of the game here. 2-2. And he hits it into right center field, and that's going to go all the way to the gap, and the Express have done it. They have scored 2, and they have taken the lead here in the bottom of the sixth inning. 7-6 Strasburg here on a 2 RBI double by Connor Chisholm, his first hit of the game.
Number 14, Angelo Prieto.
Connor Chisholm comes up with the knock of the ball game to this point. Strasburg has their second lead of the game, 7-6. They now have 5 hits, and the inning continues for Angelo Prieto. So a deflating last couple of innings for both of these teams. There goes the runner, throw to third, and he is safe. The call is safe at third. Somehow getting in there is Chisholm around the tag. The throw beat the runner, but he's called safe, and the Express with a gift as Chisholm moves to third on a stolen base. So now the River Bandits have to play the infield in again. Prieto swings and misses. It's 0-1. Well, the good news is Strasburg has taken the lead. The bad news is Jackson Cherry will bat next inning. 0-1 to Prieto. Swing and a miss on a pitch way off the plate, 0-2. That's a huge insurance run. I can see it right now. If you're Strasburg, you really want to get that second run in, or it'd be the fourth of the inning, but Strasburg has scored 7 runs over the last 3 innings. 0-2, Nielsen looking for a big punch out. And a ground ball left side. It's a base hit, and the Express magic continues here. Another run scores, and it's a 2-run lead for Strasburg. Late inning magic again gives them now a 2-run lead here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Scoring from third is Chisholm. First hit of the game for Prieto.
Number 47, Jeremy Garcia.
And here's Jeremy Garcia. Here's Garcia. He takes this ball 1-0. Eight to 6. Big rally here for the Express. Throw to first and back in safely. Garcia the batter. Prieto at first. Again, if you're just joining us, Strasburg and Woodstock have gone back and forth the last few innings. Now Strasburg punching back here in the bottom of the 6th. Another throw over. Again, this is a 7-inning game because it's game 2 of a doubleheader, unless we're tied, of course. So this is big here. Strasburg grabbing the lead and trying to add some more. They're still getting out hit 7-6, but they lead at 8-6. 1-0 to Garcia, and they've got him and almost had him picked off at first. Leaning was Prieto. The throw just was offline by Nielsen. So a gift there, allowing Prieto to get back to the bag. He's not going to throw over 4 times in a row, right? 1-0, and another throw over. That's 4 in a row. 4 4 consecutive pickoff attempts to first. Won't go 5, so you might as well try to take off now. He does not throw over. It's a called strike, 1-1. Garcia 0 for 2, a walk and a run scored here in the 4th. Throw over. Well, while the River Bandits were thrown over to first, some scores around the Valley League tonight. Culpeper beat Covington 6-3. Winchester beat Percival 10-3. Charlottesville beat Harrisonburg 9-5. 1-1. Runner does not go, and it's a liner past the shortstop, Joy, into left. Runner is moving from second, owing to third. Here's the throw. It's cut off. It gets away, and it's nearly into the dugout. It did. It rolled into the dugout, and a run scores. The throw in from the outfield trickles into the Express dugout. A run scores. It's 9-6, and the runner moves all the way to third. 7th hit of the game, and things are falling apart here for Woodstock in the 6th. 5 runs for the Express. So it'll be an E7, no RBI. As Prieto came all the way around from first, aggressive base running to draw that throw to third, and then the left fielder, Duffy, just threw it away. So he's all the way to third base now, and here's Biakina. Wow, bad time for the first error of the night for Woodstock. 9-6 Strasburg. And still only 1 out. The River Bandits are going to have to play the infield in. Nielsen still on the mound. Biakina trying to come up with a big knock, or at least put it into the outfield with Garcia at third. He takes low, 1-0. What a crazy, crazy last few innings this has been here in this ball game. Woodstock, it feels like the game just the other night. They were in command really the whole game, and then started to fall apart late. Biakina takes low, balls to the backstop. Newmarket leading Front Royals 6-2 in the top of the 9th there. 2-0 to Biakina. And a line drive, base hit through the 6 hole again. Another run scores. It's 10-6. Can't believe what I'm seeing out here tonight in this ball game. Garcia scores from third. Strasburg couldn't hit worth a hoot through the first couple of innings, and then suddenly 4 in the 4th. They've got 6 runs here in the 6th, and they're now out hitting Woodstock 8-7. Here's La Sala. 10-6 Express here, and an absolute stunner, bottom of the 6th. Breaking ball from Nielsen's a strike, 0-1. Again, Strasburg will have at least a 4-run lead going into the final inning in this one. It'll be the 7th, at least the final scheduled inning. So great timing for them to wake up. 0-1. Breaking ball, that's crushed. Left center coming in is White. He lays out, he can't get it. It's going to go all the way to the wall. This is big trouble. Rounding third is Biakina. He's coming in to score, and into third with a triple is La Sala. And the wheels have absolutely fallen off the River Bandits bus here in this one. It's 11-6. RBI triple for La Sala. Kobe White couldn't make the catch out there, and it's 11-6.
Now batting number 33, Chase Ingram.
All of this with one out. This inning started with a strikeout by Ingram. And there's still only one out. Bianchina scoring all the way from first on the RBI triple. Here's Ingram, who led off the inning with a strikeout looking, and he takes a strike, 0-1. We've already seen the second out, 2 outs committed by the same guy in an inning once tonight. Could we see it again? 0-1 to Ingram, who is 2 for 3, a single and a double. And he hits one to right. That's a base hit, and it continues. Ingram with his first hit of the inning and his second try. It's 12-6. Now 10 hits for the Express.
Now batting number 11, Luis Rodriguez.
Nielsen, who entered this appearance with a sub-3 ERA, he's wearing one right now. Here's Rodriguez. He tripled to start this rally for the Express. Pitch misses, 1-0. 10 hits here for the Express suddenly. Hitting around for the second time. They're actually hitting around this time. Rodriguez takes inside, 2-0. Rodriguez has been on 3 times tonight. He shows bunt, pulls back, and takes a ball, and taking second is Ingram on the wild pitch. Thought at first it may have hit him, but it didn't. Correction, it'll be scored a pass ball. Count is 3-0 to Rodriguez with Diego on deck. Nielsen sets and delivers, showing bunt, pulling back its way inside, ball 4.
Number 46, Diego Viescas.
Here's Viescas.
I'll get it next time it gets up.
This is the 5th plate appearance for Viescas. For Diego. He doubled and picked up an RBI last time. He takes one in the dirt, 1-0. Crazy to think about it, but if he can get on Castillo, it's a home run. We suddenly would have another run rule. Strasburg has scored 12 runs over the last 2+ innings. 1-0 to Diego. That's high, 2-0. Just what an unfortunate fall, breakdown for Woodstock if you're on the Woodstock side of things. And for Strasburg, you can't be any happier the way they have come alive here in this 6th inning. 2-0. Swing and a miss. 2-1. Looked like they were dead to rights coming into this bottom of the 6th inning. Looked like their 8-game winning streak was going to come to a close. It's tough to sweep double headers, especially when you're riding a big winning streak like this. 2-1, swing and a miss, and it's 2-2. This game has been littered with walks and hit by pitches and hits, 17 hits. The pitch. And a ground ball to third. This could be 2. Tagging third for 1. Throw to first is in time. It's a 5-3 double play. And that'll end it in the bottom of the 6th. But not before Strasburg scores an eye-popping 8 runs on all with 1 out. After a leadoff strikeout, they got it going, scored 8 runs, and they suddenly lead this game 12-6 as we go to the top of the 7th. Last hope for Woodstock as they try to end Strasburg's winning streak. We'll be back after this to start the top of the 7th on the Express Baseball Network. And welcome back to Strasburg. We go to the 7th. This is the final schedule inning here in Game 2 of this doubleheader, and what a stunner this has turned into. Strasburg with 4 in the 4th and 8 runs in the bottom of the 6th to take the lead. They lead at 12-6. They're now out hitting the River Bandits 10-7, and Connor Burt will take them out in a non-save situation, trying to finish this thing off for the Express. 1-0. Swing and a miss. Preston Joy the batter. Joy is 1 for 4 with a single in the 2nd. Connor Burt is out of Troy University, 6'3", 210. He will face Joy, Cherry, and Wilson here in the top of the 7th inning. 1-1. Kicking the pitch. Inside, 2-1. Woodstock coming into this game Game 2 at 8-10. Strasburg at 12-5, best in the North. 8-game winning streak coming in. 2-1. That's fouled away. It's 2-2. Woodstock led this thing 3-0 going to the bottom of the 4th. Strasburg then responded back with 4 to take the lead. Joy grounds one to third. And Diego throws across the diamond, and there's one big out here in the 7th inning. And here comes Jackson Cherry, the DH from Virginia Tech.
DH number 8, Jackson Cherry.
Cherry, a home run in the 1st, walk in a bases loaded walk in the 2nd, walk in the 4th, intentional walk in the 5th. And he has to face the lefty here, Connor Burt. So Strasburg took the lead for the first time in the 4th, but then Woodstock turned around and scored 3 in the top of the 5th. A big RBI, 2 RBI double by Ryan Wilson. Cherry takes up high, but then Strasburg with the stunner in the bottom of the 6th, scoring 8 runs and now leading it by 6. 2 outs away from their 9th consecutive victory. 1-0 from Burt. Swing and a miss, blew it by Cherry, 1-1. Numbers on the summer for Connor Burt, not coming up for me yet. 1-1. That's a slider to the backstop, 2-1. Again, Express are on the road tomorrow night at Front Royal to take on the Front Royal Cardinals. Woodstock will be at home. That game scheduled now for 8 o'clock p.m. against the Newmarket Rebels. 2-1. Swing, and that ball's hit well left field, heading towards the line, and making the running catch out there is Prieto, robbing Cherry of extra bases. He nearly hit another home run. The ball has been just flying out of this ballpark today. I mean, he got under it by a mile, and it still almost left the park. It's a fly out, and the River Bandits are down to their last out here in the top of the 7th. Wow. Just a stunner here in Game 2. The pitch misses to Wilson, 1-0. Express won Game 1, 14-4. 1-0. Fouled back, losing the bat, and thankfully the netting there stopped it. That's not like the one that Sonny DeShera lost that night where it got stuck all the way at the top. Old Sonny D, one of the Express greats. Speaking of Prieto out there from Sanford, Sonny D from Sanford at one point. Then he went to Auburn. It's been a long evening here at the ballpark. The Express are just an out away from sweeping the River Bandits out of town. The count is 1-1. Breaking ball, swing and a miss, and Strasburg is a strike away from sweeping this doubleheader and winning their 9th consecutive game. Crowd getting into it here at First Bank Park. The 1-2 pitch is in the dirt, and it hit him. A hit by pitch will delay things for the time being. So Wilson reaches.
Number 15, Logan Duffy.
He's been hit for the 2nd time tonight. Nothing new for a lot of these guys who get plunked multiple times in a game. Here's Duffy. He will face the lefty, Nielsen. And as we're about to, that's 11 combined hit by pitches in this game tonight from both teams. And as we get late in this game with 2 outs in the 7th, we finally feel some cool air come into the ballpark. relative to the rest of tonight. 0-1 to Duffy. Burt looking for one more out. That is a strike, and the Express are again a strike away from winning it. Strasburg with a big win on opening night to start 1-0. Then they lost 3 in a row to fall to 1-3. They're a strike away from being 13-5. Swing and a miss, swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And Strasburg scores 8 runs in the bottom of the 6th inning, and they come back to shock the River Bandits by a final of 12-6. Strasburg has now won 9 ball games in a row. Connor Burt finishes things off here in the top of the 7th inning as Strasburg does the unthinkable, coming back and winning with 8 runs in the bottom of the 6th inning. Woodstock scoreless in the top of the 7th. And the Express have won their 9th consecutive game. They're up to 13-5 on the 2024 season. Tonight's winning pitcher for Strasburg is Miles Curley. The loser is Rhett James. And there is no save in this ball game. Strasburg sweeps a doubleheader today. They win game 1 14-4. They win game 2 12-6 in extreme comeback fashion. As we take a look at tonight's final line score here in this one, Woodstock 6 runs on 7 hits and 1 error. And Strasburg 12 runs on 10 hits and 1 error. Strasburg wins it 12-6. They're now 13-5 with the loss. Woodstock falls 3 games below 500 at 8-11. The River Bandits will be home tomorrow night to host the Newmarket Rebels at 8 o'clock. And the Express will go to Front Royal. They'll play on the road to try to extend their winning streak to 10 games. Again, we want to thank everyone for tuning in tonight. We apologize for the stream issues in Game 1, but with temperatures in the high 90s, it's definitely hard to broadcast ball games. So we appreciate you joining us here for Game 2 as Strasburg comes back to win it and stun the River Bandits here at home tonight. Game 2 final of 12-6. We will be back here for our next broadcast on Sunday night, so not too long from now, as the Express will host the Winchester Royals. That will be a 6 o'clock start, I believe. But make sure you check the Valley League scoreboard for more information. So Strasburg at Front Royal tomorrow, and we'll be back here on Sunday. I believe that is a 6 o'clock start from First Bank Park. Thank you for joining us. Strasburg wins it. They sweep the doubleheader. They've won 9 in a row. And this is Kyle Gutschall signing off for the 2024 Strasburg Express and the Valley Baseball League.